Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to change your electric window regulators to manual window regulators. It's pretty easy. Just need a couple of things. You need a 10mm socket and a 8mm socket for the actual handle when you put it in. Alright, I'll show you how to do it. Alright guys, so this is the old electric window regulator. Obviously that's the motor there. It runs from the bottom here, it runs up, and then this is what actually holds your window. Now your window is held in by two little plastic brackets on the bottom of the windows there and there. Alright, so that will be sitting like that. So this is for the actual other side of the window. And then these two little brackets, or this little one here, that sits there and there. And then the other 4 bolts that you see hold this section in here. So we'll go ahead and we'll take them out. So you'll need your 10mm bolt. So one thing when you're doing this is to make sure the window doesn't fall. So you can put your hand underneath the window frame here. And we'll just take them out. So I've just taken out these 2 bolts that hold in place this little section. And now for the actual mechanism. Don't lose those bolts because you'll be reusing them. Get on there. Alright, so then there's 2 more bolts down here. Sorry, I forgot to mention those before. So this is what holds in the bottom of your regulator for the automatic regulators. That's one out. And this is where you have to hold the window. Just from this side. Alright, so this is one of the plastic clips that I was talking about. You'll actually need a Phillips screwdriver. Now there's 2 of these, and these are what go onto this rail here. Right, so we'll take the first one out. Now the second one's a bit tricky. If you have power on these windows, it's easiest to wind the window down first, but I don't have any power, so I'm just gonna wing it. Now you need these, keep these, we'll put them in your little pile. And there's another one on this side, and this is the fun one. These cables out of the way. Alright, so we're going to drop the window. Now, the easiest way I found before, because I've already done the other window, is drop it down as far as you can. And you won't be able to see this, but the clip is right in front of you. Take that out, and the window reg is now sitting there. Now, this is quite a hard window regulator to take out, so change your 10mm to an 8mm, and there are 3 bolts. Can you? Yep. So you got 1, 2, 3. These are 8mm. This is what holds in your electric motor. So your electric motor is on the other side, and that's what holds in your electric motor. So this makes it a lot easier to get out. And you'll also need one of these 8mm bolts. motor comes off. Pull it out. Now you got two options with the wire connector, with the connected wire. You can either leave that in, or I'm never going to use again, so I'm going to chop it off. That's another wire thing gone. And this means you can move the gear freely now, because it's not in the electric motor. And you can get it out eventually. Alright. Now this is your manual window winder. It sits in a different place than your electric windows. So the hole for this is, if you can see over here, is right there. So that is where your actual winder goes. And it makes it easier if you have your winder here, and then you can just move it up and down to jimmy it into the hole, which is here. This is your plate that's going to be sitting on these two bolts, and then your whole mechanism should sit like that in the window. So I'm going to drop everything right down, try and straighten it up, so then it sits in the hole. Slide it in. That was a lot easier. And then bring it up. The first one through the hole. Now you need your 10mm bolts. So grab your 10mm. Line up your first one. Now it's easier to do these up by hand than trying to, like, first off. Chuck the first one in. I like to chuck this one in next. And this one. And the reason I do this is if you tighten them all up first, then you won't be able to move them around to make sure that you line the holes up. You need two more. So you'll just have to reach behind, find the little bar, and put one in first. So right now that bar is actually down like that. So stick one in, reach around, bring up the next one. This one's a little bit harder. Push it up. And that's in. And go ahead. For that. So we have extras. So make sure you got your 10mm in. First one. Second. Third, fourth. These ones are a bit more tricky. Try and line them up into the hole. Just reach your hand around. I did that one up a bit too tight. Sorry, just gonna move in front of the camera. Well, that made it easier. So that's all done. Now you're going to need your 2 little window ones. This is where I'm going to need my cameraman. Makes it a bit easier. So you can drop the rail right down till you can see it. So you can see the bar sitting there. Then drop your window. Line up your first clip. Just a little bit. Down. So put your first one in. And then put your second one. Tighten them up. Hold the window a little bit. Make sure it's in the rail, because this one isn't. That's where it becomes tricky. So make sure it's in the actual rail. Okay. Both sides in, isn't it? Yeah. Tighten that up. And then you put a little 8mm bolt in the top there. And that is how you do your window. Alright guys, well, the windows do go all the way down. I know you saw them only go halfway, but I just had to put a bit more pressure on them, and I did that after we stopped filming. Just trying to keep the videos kind of compact as possible. So I've had a few comments that I talk too much. I'm sorry, guys. But if you guys like what you see in the videos and you want to see more, just subscribe down below. I don't know where it is, somewhere there. And give it a thumbs up, and I'd be super happy. And yeah, that's about it. The build is on its way, and the car will be starting shortly. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited, and I hope you enjoy the videos to come. Alright, cheers guys.